Hi guys, Abhijit Sanjeev from Aquaworld. So remember last time I said to you about I'll make a video about how I maintain my setup, how you can have what I have. So of course there is some initial expense there that you have to invest in if you are making such kind of setups. For example, like if you need some stands like what I have here, see, that's metal stand, and some lids. You have to invest in some lids. This is cheap lids because you see the roof, same thing, this thing, plastic, something to keep your fish inside the tank. And you need some styrofoams like that, see, softening thing, styrofoam softening to keep the tank stable without glass cracking, and some tubs for your freeze that you can see over there, I guess, the tubs. Then and some buckets, something like that, some equipments, some air pump, airline tubings, and etc. And of course the glass tank and fish. But the initial investment will be little bit according to how much bigger setup or how many tanks you want to keep and everything. And after that you don't have to actually worry much about the maintenance or keeping of this tank, because there is only less effort involved in maintenance actually in this kind of setups. And there are another plenty of setups which need more maintenance, and the fishes which need more taking care to be done. But in this kind of setups you can go around most of the tropical fishes and some most of the live breeders, and most of fish without maintenance. Because way I put together this setup was by keeping all my tanks stacked under a shade. See, this is shade actually on the top. See, everything shade, and all these stands, tanks, everything sitting under the shade actually, under the shade. And this tanks get optimum amount of sunlight every day, like 6-7 hours of good sunlight. And what I have in benefit is that we have this metal on the floor. So this metal is white in color and which reflects sun back to the tank. So there is double effects over there. And what it does is when we overstock this tank, you have a lot of ammonia in this each tank. So when sunlight hits this thing every day, you produce algae. What this do is algae will eat down your ammonia and turn down to nitrates and all and there will be some beneficial bacteria living in and around in the rocks and all, without having the oxygen air to be supplied. Okay, natural thing. But this algae will eat ammonia, and they will produce oxygen into the water. So what happens means water will become very good. Water got oxygenated, and the fish can live, and there is less ammonia in it. Likewise, when sun is so too high, and I put this green sheet also on top, and I'll keep it down like a curtain. It's tied up on top of the both ends. So much in summer season there is lot of sun and this lot of heat actually. So you put it down, so control the temperature a little bit, so algae will not go crazy. But algae is good thing. But after some time the ammonia goes down, they die up and end up like sediments in this tank. See, on the corner there is some sediments, and you will siphon it out. And sediments are good. Fish nibble on it, snails nibble on it, and the fries go under it and hide. It's quite common thing in around to have. And So that's what I'm. This tank is heavily planted with lot of algae and lot of fish fries and everything, and lot of snails actually. But it's only because that I keep all these tanks outside here and it's getting the pure sunlight. The, because mine doesn't work with the tube light. I tried a lot of times and the growth is very little, and tube light in my inside artificial lights doesn't work. Oh. And but outside the productivity is very high. We get lot of fries, babies, and lot of babies. See, snakes babies, and the plants going crazy on the back. See, sunlight is good for everything and keeps the ammonia down, keeps the algae growing to an extent, oxygenates the water, and you can actually have some oxygen, because when the algae go down after having the other ammonia eaten, what happened, they die down. So what I do to encourage it is, after siphoning, add little bit of fresh water and keep the pump on for like couple of hours. Yeah, so after that, getting the water oxygenated, the algae will automatically grow back. After hitting some sun, it will grow up very fast, and then again eat the ammonia, turn oxygen back onto the water, convert everything, and you have snails and other things which will again break down the waste products down, and the bacteria which will convert the waste products into nitrates, everything. So don't have to worry. It is like a natural setup, pretty natural, and the maintenance zone is very less. I just don't do water changes in these tanks, like in couple of months or so, something like that. 2-3 months, once in 2-3 months or something like that, I'll do maybe a minor water change of 1 cup, something like that. I'll change now and then when I move fishes out, and but nothing like 1 cup mug. You see, you can measure that, but no major water changes. You don't need to have water changes in this kind of setup, because it's completely stable, like a natural environment. So the initial investment for having such kind of setup is high, and you should really think about when you are making this stand, and you should paint everything, because this thing is just susceptible for all the natural conditions. So the rain will hit on the wind wheel, the dirt, the heat. So you need to keep it maintained. This stands, they will get corroded. But you can make this stands with some products which will not corrode. Mine doesn't, because this is little corrosion resistant material. It doesn't corrode very easily, but it will corrode some point. But just when painted very good, it will not corrode that easy on me. And I'll just keep it maintained. So you need some tube lines, see some air tubes, and that's the only expense, and some second-hand tanks. Major expense on that, and I'll talk to you later. So today I'm winding up the video, and I hope you learned something from this video. And bye bye. Like, subscribe, share.